So hello and welcome. This is perhaps the fourth class of this particular series on theories of economic development. By this time, we have talked about certain issues relating to economic growth and development, their interlinkages, their interdependentness. And by this time, we have also understood we every time need some targeted intervention because in the developing countries and in the underdeveloped countries, there is absolute lack of systematic governance institutions, and that is the primary reason why the trickle down theory didn't prove to be of that worth in developing and developing the underdeveloped countries. And as a result of that, we saw there was rapid economic growth even for a very longer or a very sustained period of time, but the actual advantages or the actual benefits in the form of jobs, economic opportunity, and a wider base of economic and social benefit distribution was missing, particularly in the developing countries. And that's why we have devised, not we have, in fact, particularly the Indian economists have devised, or the concept of inclusive growth came verily from India. And what it says economic development is possible. There are certain mandatory conditions, but economic growth itself is not self-sustaining so far as economic development is concerned. That means economic growth to chahiye hi. We need to have a wider base of economic activity, but that doesn't guarantee. वो एक necessary condition है, but that's not the sufficient condition to achieve the real economic development, or what we say ultimately human development. So for that purpose, we need to have certain targeted interventions. We took lot many examples, and inclusive growth theory is in vogue. It is rightly applicable even in developed, developing as well as underdeveloped countries. So we learned this strategy, but beyond this, we also focused on the primary evolution of right, the concept of development. By the mid 70s, we were purely, that means economic development was absolutely synonymous with economic growth. They were the two sides of the same coin. It was treated, which actually proved to be wrong, because the theories or the strategies that were provided with the trickle down theory, that means you just completely focus on economic growth, the benefit would automatically trickle down to the even the lowest strata of the society. That proved to be wrong. By 1970s, we in fact widened our scope. We defined, particularly Dr. Amartya Sen, he gave the world a new lens to look into the economic, real economic development. And the summarize, if you try to summarize the social choice theory or the concept, right, the concept that was proposed by Dr. Sen, and not just Dr. Sen, there are certain other economists also, and interestingly, all of them belong to the developing countries. For example, if you talk about Muhammad Yunus, he is from right Bangladesh. If you yesterday I had given you a task, can you name the economist who partnered with Dr. Sen to develop the Human Development Index? Yes.
Mahbubul Haq.
Yes. So he is from Pakistan, right? So there are some beautiful economists also, right? Very talented economists from Pakistan itself. So we got a new view, we got a new domain of explaining economic development. And what all these theories say, they all say prior to 1970s, we were simply with this, you just increase your income, you should have certain basic minimum wealth, and you have certain commodities, and accordingly you are being judged whether you are poor or you are a non-poor. We moved beyond this, and we understood something called as functioning and capability. So if the social theory is to be summarized, it says so, income and wealth and all this commodity or your possessions, they are not the end in themselves. But have to have income, to have some considerable amount proportion of wealth, and to have certain basic commodity doesn't mean you have economically you have developed. It means economic development is all about what you can do with this. That means that's not the end. If you are having income, you have certain commodities in a position. आप इसके साथ कर क्या रहे हैं? What are you capable of doing with all the possession or all the income that you have? This is something called as your functioning. And one particular resource, you name it, anything, any commodity or any service even, that has different functioning level as per the capability of the person. And can somebody tell me what increases the functioning ability of a person so far as any particular, right? So चाहे वो resource कुछ भी हो, what gives you a higher level of functioning? Any one of you? कोई भी अगर रिसोर्स आपके पास दिया गया हो, देयर आर टू पर्सन particularly, for example, दोनों वही एक रिसोर्स से कुछ अलग बना पा रहे हैं, राइट? somebody is making something whereas somebody is making something that is of higher value. So how do you increase, or what is the primary reason of different functioning levels of an individual? And when we say social capital or social infrastructure, they do point out to those two things particularly. What are they? Don't you think they are education and health?
Sir, skills.
Yes, education and health actually. Obviously, skill is a right part of your education, right? And most important thing is that learning a skill and honing a skill, these two are different, right? Education helps you learning a skill, but if you have right health, right, you deliver on a higher note. So that is why whenever we talk about social infrastructure or human development, for example, we every time point right to two particular things, that is education and health. Why? Because these two are the biggest enablers of functioning. Somebody who is in good health, somebody who has good education, he can perform. That means he can make use of the available resources on a higher level. So this is something related to your functioning. It is just not being able to. We also right discovered another one thing. It is just not about your ability. You should have the freedom to do also, right? And that's what we call as your capability. And this is called as your capability model. And if we summarize, we can say it right. If we ever achieve to, we wish to achieve economic development, then what should we do? We should increase the capability to function, right? जो भी सारा पूरा human base है, any person, any society, or any nation at a large, we should enable them to function, right? We should make them, or can make them capable to function. So and hence आज के बाद ये दो lines, this should not be the nominal English, right? Now you know the meaning. Whenever I say functioning, whenever I say capability, you have intrinsic meaning attached to it, and that is what the beauty of development economics is. Each and every word has a lineage to a wider concept. Clear? This seems very normal. ए लेमैन को आप बताएं कि अगर इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट का डेफिनेशन पे एक नॉर्मल सा टेक्स्ट बुक में आप ढूंढने की कोशिश करें, इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट, इफ यू डिफाइन इट दिस वे, टू इंक्रीज और टू मेक people capable of functioning, right? They might seem, this is a very layman definition, this doesn't suit. But yes, exactly, somebody who knows what exactly is social choice theory or what exactly is economic development in this new period, he would be absolutely satisfied. And I hope you all are comfortable with this. Now, in the next session, for example, that we had certain technical issue yesterday, we talked about three primary core values of economic development. And what are they? I'm sharing the screen. We talked about three basic core values of economic development. One was your sustenance, the other one was self-esteem, and the third one was freedom from servitude. See, these words look very fanciful, right? बट थिंक ऑफ योर लाइफ, जो भी लाइफ आज के डेट में आप लीड कर रहे हैं, अगर आपके लाइफ में ये तीन चीजें नहीं होते हैं, राइट? इफ यू एवरी टाइम स्ट्राइव फॉर बेसिक मिनिमम थिंग्स, if you every time go for a war to prove your self-esteem, right? You are being discriminated in the society. You feel lot many shamed, for example, to right to uh, what you say, to showcase yourself as a person. That's called as your self-esteem. If you don't have self-esteem in the society, if you don't have freedom to do what you can actually, जो आप कर सकते हो उसे करने की भी अगर आपको फ्रीडम ना हो, you can think of a like this, right? This is not very economic or very financial. When we talk about the sustenance aspect, yes, it has certain finances involved within that, clear. But when we talk about these two particular things, अगर इन दोनों चीज के बारे में हम बात करें, if it is self esteem and this freedom from servitude, अगर ये दोनों चीजों के बारे में हम बात करें, then it is not every time related to what? Your finances. So these are all, that's why out of these three we classified them, हमने इन्हें classify भी किया, and we named this sustenance thing to be something called as your economic situation. The other two, freedom from servitude and your self-esteem to be a person, we classified them to be societal aspects. Is that clear to all of you? And why did we do this? Because economic development itself is very subjective. So every time we try to widen our sphere so that we are not missing out on certain right dimension of economic development. And we know economic development is a multidimensional concept. Next, we'll be talking about the central role of economic women in particularly economic development, and why is it important actually. The central role of women is very, very important just because I'll be right. You all take these things more seriously now after reading all these things. इन सभी चीजों का ये सारे इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट के ये सारे एस्पेक्ट्स जब आप समझ लेते हो, राइट, देन यू टेक दिस थिंग्स वेरी सीरियसली. इससे पहले we might have not taken these things very seriously. So why all that women empowerment thing is right? सब कुछ हर पॉलिसी में एक women empowerment का concept क्यों रहता है? Why it is there? Now you can very easily understand. I suppose you all are comfortable now and you are able to correlate particularly कि why there should be increased importance or aggravated importance to to understand or rather to cater to the central role of women in economic development. Can anyone of you explain? Right, I will be explaining it in detail, but can somebody tell what what has been your improvement in understanding so far as this particular concept or this chapter is concerned, the way you were taking up economic development or the role of women in economic development earlier or after these classes, what has been the change in your perception? Yes, I would love to listen from all of you, those who have been attending classes, maybe last 3 4 classes. Yes, please go ahead. That means women empowerment का जो पहले का नारा आप सुनते थे और whatever was there within you, after learning economic development on a different perspective, what has been the improved understanding of this one within you? I would love to listen from all of you. Yes, any one of you? Okay, let me ask them. Utkarsh, what do you think?
Sir, as you said, I think improving uh, health and education of women has a trickle down effect on a larger section of the society.
Yes.
And obviously, it's important to focus on women.
Bilkul. So it is okay. Anyone else? Let me listen to 3 or 4 of you, then I will be coming down. Hi, Ipsita, what do you think? Okay, any one of you else? कोई और भी बता सकता है?
Sir, a woman, sir, they are
Yes.
developed, sir. Then, sir, overall family, sir, growth, sir, can happen, sir, in a very wider way, sir.
Yes.
Moreover, sir,
And
uh,
why is it? Why is it so?
sir, she knows, sir, what is the importance of, sir, of education, sir. And sir,
Mhm.
if she herself is educated, sir, then definitely, sir, her child, sir, if she is girl, sir, she will also be educated, sir. Then, sir, it will go on like this, sir. If, sir, one woman is educated, sir, uh, continuously, sir, the family, sir, all the members of the family will add to the growth, sir.
Bilkul, bilkul. That's the point particularly. See, the central role of women is such. You think of your family. आप अपने फैमिली के बारे में सोचें. हमने इतना तो एक्चुअली समझ गया कि राइट इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट बस फाइनेंसेस से चलने वाला नहीं है. इट इज जस्ट नॉट लिमिटेड द स्कोप or the what do you say, if you wish to achieve economic development, बस ये पैसों से तो नहीं हो जाता, right? As we started this particular view or social choice theory or the capability model, what with what statement we started? Income and wealth are not the end in themselves, yes or no? We need to make use of that, the income as well as the wealth or the commodity that we possess, to achieve something greater. And who plays, tell me, you think of it, try to see, look into your family, and who makes use of these things? जो भी पूरा का पूरा इनकम आता है, जो भी कमोडिटीज आपके पास हैं, उनका सही ढंग से यूज हो, they are being used on a higher note or on a higher productive level. Who can ensure this better, a father or a mother?
Sir, mother, sir.
Obviously. And we also understood economic development has a familial or it has a human essence, right? ये बस थ्योरीज प्रपोज करके इनकम बढ़ा के पर कैपिटल रियल इनकम बढ़ गया, आपके घर में इनकम ज्यादा आने लगा, आपका बिजनेस अच्छा चल गया, राइट, यू गॉट अ प्रमोशन, यहां से बस तो इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट नहीं होता है, राइट? इट हैज अ ह्यूमन एसेंस अटैच्ड टू इट, बिकॉज वी डिस्कस्ड there are two important core values that are societal. We discussed this particularly in the very recent session. And that is why women play the central role in economic development of a family, of a society, or even the nation at large. Clear? In light of the information presented so far, I'm reading out the text from that particular book. Try to understand each line. It should come as no surprise that the development scholars generally view women as playing the central role of development drama. अगर ये development आप drama भी consider करो, the protagonist would be a woman. Globally, women tend to be poorer than men. This is a truth. Globally, women tend to be poorer than men. अगर आप world scale में भी देखें, women are poorer than men. And this has been a result of our social structure, right? Why women are poorer? Think of it. जो 5 points हमने देखा था, right? That in fact gives rise to huge disparity between the real income and actual advantages. उसमें, right? एक familial aspect भी था, एक societal capital भी था उसके अंदर. So the societal practices lead to an outcome. And what has been the story so far? Women have been comparatively poor than men globally even. It is just not about developing or underdeveloped country. It is not at times, it is equally true in even in case of developed countries. So there has been a missing gap actually. And if you take it positively, अगर आप इसे positively लें, we have a scope wherein we can work upon. See, आइडेंटिफाइंग द एरियाज, जिस एरिया में एक सरकार हो, एक देश हो, एक सोसाइटी या फिर एक फैमिली काम करना चाहिए, एटलीस्ट वी हैव द पॉइंट कि यस वी नीड टू वर्क ऑन वुमेन्स, द सोसाइटी और द फैमिली और द नेशन एट लार्ज नीड टू फोकस ऑन वुमेन बिकॉज दैट्स अ मिसिंग गैप. They have lot of potential, might be, or in fact we can increase their potential or what we say as functioning levels. And how can this be done? By providing them with all the resources that they have been bereft of since ages, providing them with, right, better health facilities, better education, better self-esteem, and most importantly, all the girls, those who are attending the classes, they would absolutely understand the freedom to do what they are capable of at least. Clear? जो हम डेवलप्ड नेशंस और डेवलपिंग नेशंस के हमेशा कंपैरिजन करते हैं, right, we tend to be, right, we Indians are generally materialistic, though we, right, propagate, keep on propagating, yes we are spiritual guru, but we tend to be very easily attracted towards materialistic things. So when we make a comparison with a developed nation, what do we say? What do they wear? Where do they stay? राइट, उनके सारे के सारे मेटेरियलिस्टिक चीजें दिखते हैं, बट एक चीज नहीं दिखता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग इज दैट इट इज जस्ट नॉट अबाउट enabling someone, it is also about allowing him to perform, right? It is just not about increasing his functioning level, rather it is also the capability, right? It is the freedom that you can, right, provide. So this is a very important aspect that need to be taken care so far as economic development is concerned, right? Providing women with freedom of at least that they are capable of doing. And yes, we are doing good in these terms, हम लोग थोड़ा ढंग का कर रहे हैं, but there are lot many gray areas जहाँ पे हमको focus भी करना जरूरी है. Clear? There are
Sir,
also, yes, please go ahead.
sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, please.
So you just said that in terms of education, capability, and expression, women needs to be given freedom, and that is how the area they have to be explored in.
Yes.
But what about dependence, sir? Like, given the statistics that India lies in the hearts of its villages, the most of the women are dependent for the source of their monetary equipment in a lot of senses.
Okay.
So about the money.
Let's go to the roots. ठीक है? How does someone earn? You become independent only when you start earning, yes or no? If you talk about financial independence, once you start earning, you become independent. We can call, yes, you are independently working. Clear? And what makes you capable of earning? Tell me. What makes you capable? आप कमा कब सकते हो? When you work? जब आप काम करोगे तभी कमाओगे.
Yes, sir.
And when can you work? When you have the ability. Clear? If you have the ability, and this is what we call as your functioning. Okay. Do you think if you are able to do something, is it sufficient that you are performing? No. You should have the freedom, or what we call that as the capability. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So you are able, that is one point, right? Your ability should be there to perform, that is one aspect. But whether you are being allowed to do at least what you are able, that's the more important question. If you see, you will see certain transformational women. For example, आज के डेट में if you go to rural areas, आप ऐसे ऐसे बहुत लेडी, या फिर आज का डेट में वो सोशल मीडिया आने के बाद you might see lot many lady entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah.
And why could they become entrepreneur? Because they were allowed to do.
Allowed, exactly.
It is of no sense to talk about how they are allowed, they fought, or they were supportive family. It is irrespective, right? Let's not focus on that. But the thing is that somebody किसी का ability होना जरूरी है, but that is not sufficient. He or she, particularly she, should have the freedom to do what she can do. Clear? And this cycle goes and comes back. It goes on circles actually. So we can make it linear. We should increase the functioning. That means providing them with all the resources that helps them perform on a higher rate. Again, just not this, we should also allow them to perform. Clear? And when they are performing, they can work, they can earn, and they can become independent.
So the women having freedom to do something, they're like they're having like people allowing them to do something is again another battle that needs a whole elaborate discussion.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what we are doing. At least see, what is my purpose of taking this particular session? Mera purpose kya hai? We are not discriminating. We are not allowing only boy student or male candidate or female candidate, right? So
Yes,
women are aware. We should know. They feel at times, many times, gutted that we are not being given that freedom, right? Ipsita was trying to become an advocate, but her family told him, "No, tu kono jiya pelata tu advocate." Clear, but she had that inclination. Right, I loved, right, I wanted to become a lawyer. So now she is trying to become an agricultural scientist because she is from that background. See, this is where it is generally हम कहते हैं ना, right, अगर आपका passion को आप profession करके pursue कर पाएं, that's the best life that you can have, right?
Exactly.
But see, but the thing is, how are we doing it? This needs, मेरा primary purpose क्या है? Why are we getting this into your curriculum or your syllabus particularly, because this helps you improve your understanding about the society. Unless until you know the centrality of women in economic development, how would you be recommending or how would you be practicing at your home? अगर आपको ये चीज पता ही ना हो कि women का role क्या है, right? I really doubt we will be giving that much of importance, because you are completely adrift with your societal prejudices, right? So this is how it happens. At least लोगों को पता तो चले women का role क्या है. So whether they are doing it or not, that is not our perspective. We should promote people to do it, but yes, we should know. Just making somebody capable is not that enough. उसके बाद capable करा के उसे allow भी करना होता है. That freedom she needs to perform. And see, the lines prove this actually. You would also agree, they are also more deprived in health and education and in the freedom of, in all its forms. Moreover, women have a primary responsibility of child rearing. The resources over, women have a prime responsibility into these all familial affairs. And the resources that they are able to bring to this task will determine whether the cycle of transmission of poverty from generation to generation will be broken or not. See, child rearing is something that needs a lot of resources, lot of effort, right? But in rearing that particular child, सबसे ज्यादा resource कौन avail कराता है? Who avails more amount of resources, the father or the mother? Father simply earns, and हमने ये चीज ढंग से समझ चुका है. It is just not the end. Income is not the end. वहीं से तो पूरा का पूरा डेवलपमेंट का साइकिल चालू होता है कि what you make out of that in your income. Clear? So, and this is where at the outset of your economic development cycle stands a woman. And that is what is the centrality of economic development, the role of women in particularly economic development, because हमने ये समझ गया ढंग से कि बस कमाने से या फिर having certain position doesn't guarantee you economic development. It doesn't guarantee you particularly human development. What you are making out of that, once you are earning, that's fine, that is necessary. But what you are making out of that earning or positions that you have will, right, drive you through that way, whether you are developing or not. And see, this economic development is an intergenerational procedure. It is just not about कि आज आपने economically developed हो गया और एक महीना या फिर एक साल के बाद you are again down. ऐसा नहीं होता है. It is a kind of a culture जो आपको over the time, over a very longer period of time, right, you need to put efforts and results आने में time improve, right? For example, large statistics को improve करने के लिए, for example, if you take up a number, think of sex ratio, for example. There are states जहाँ पे terrible situation है. Think of the educational attainments. Think, these are all larger statistics, right? These are national statistics जहाँ पे एक बहुत बड़ा population involved होता है, पूरा का पूरा society उसमें involved होता है. तो इन्हें improve करने के लिए ऐसा, right, रात में नहीं हो जाता, right? Overnight steps won't do. ऐसे नहीं होते हैं ये सारे results. They take their time, and that is why, see, children need better health, education, and studies from around the developing world confirms that mothers understand this particular thing. Mothers tend to spend a significantly higher fraction of their income. Mothers tend to spend a significantly higher fraction of their income under their control. जो इनकम उनके कंट्रोल में होता है उसका एक सिग्निफिकेंट पोर्शन they tend to spend for the benefit of their children than the fathers do. This is a proven fact. एक मदर के डिस्पोजल में जो भी इनकम होता है या फिर उनके कंट्रोल में जो इनकम होता है उसका ज्यादा प्रोपोर्शन दे स्पेंड ऑन द बेटरमेंट ऑफ द चाइल्ड than fathers do. This is the truth, and that is where lies the centrality of women in economic or human development. Women also under that, right, women also transmit values to the next generation. This is very important. And to make the biggest impact on development, then a society must empower and invest in its women. Again, we'll be taking this particular aspect, that centrality of women, and what are the issues related to this. Again, will come on a later stage. There are certain chapters 9 and 15, for example. we'll be taking about this particular issue at a wider base on a later stage. So this is what the role of women is. So exactly it proves the same line as I was reading when I was a kid. माँ हिले पाठ हुई देश जीव आगे, राइट? इन हिंदी अगर आप इसको बोले, अगर मम्मी पढ़ी लिखी होता है तो बोले पूरा एंटायर द नेशन देश आगे जाता है. So this is true. Clear? So this is about centrality of women, and we'll be ending today's session. Again, it is every time about three things. Clear? जैसे हमने देखा, initially during before 1970s or the traditional measures of economic development, हमने कभी भी वो eradication of poverty, eradication of unemployment या फिर reduction of inequality को हमने कभी भी ध्यान नहीं दिया था. We started giving focus to it because when there is lesser level of inequality, you develop self-esteem. Clear? So the three primary objectives, they are the same or the other. The three primary objectives of economic development, ये तीन चीजें हैं क्या? The first one is to increase the availability and widen the distribution of basic life sustaining goods, and we primarily call this as sustenance, the value of the first value, yes or no? तो पहला ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है to make people at least or to help people achieve this sustenance level. If you talk about the second objective of economic development, to raise the level of living, yes or no? Levels of living. And what is this? Self-esteem. You need to increase self-esteem. And how it improves? If you increase the levels of living. In addition to higher income, it is just not about higher income, right? The provision of more jobs, better education, greater attention to cultural and human values, all of which will serve not only to enhance the material well-being, but also it generates a greater individual and national self-esteem. Clear? So this is the second objective. And the third objective is to expand the range of economic and social choices, and this is what we call as freedom from servitude, or we can simply say as freedom. So these are the three primary objectives of economic development. We understood there are three core values, three objectives to achieve through economic development. Okay, so this is the end of this basic theory about economic growth and development, certain theories. Now, I would provide you today with a note, because once these things started, once the debate about the inclusive growth and economic or human development started, all the countries of the world, no matter whether it is a developed or a developing nation, they partnered together to set up certain goals. And the primary thing that they could set up, and they could, could track its progress, were Millennium Development Goals. आपको सबको थोड़ा बहुत पता होगा. Clear? The Millennium Development Goals, ये target कब का था? Can somebody tell me? What was the range or the time period? Millennium Development Goals were set up in 2000, and a target of 15 years was taken, and the sunset period was 2015. So by 2015, there were certain goals called as Millennium Development Goals. And why they were called Millennium? Because they were set up on 2000, right? They were targeted to be achieved and to be tracked. Can somebody tell me how many goals were there? How many Millennium Development Goals are there? Okay, there are 8 Millennium Development Goals. Clear? And there were certain goals also. Sorry, targets, not goals. There were 8 goals, and there are certain targets. ये कितने targets थे? हर एक every individual goal had certain number of targets. Clear? This is your homework today. Before you sit in the Brazil case study in the evening, kindly have a look into this, the Millennium Development Goals. There were 8 goals and there are certain targets attached to each of the goals. ये पुराने हो चुके हैं. इसके बाद in 2015 हमने क्या लिखा है? Already from Millennium Development Goals we have reached Sustainable Development Goals. Yes or no? SDGs. And there are currently 17 sustainable goals. So what is achievement? यहाँ पे क्या हुआ क्या नहीं थोड़ा पढ़ के बैठे. You can better understand the case study of Brazil in the evening. So if you have any concern in between, अगर कुछ डाउट हो कुछ भी हो, we have all our previous classes uploaded in YouTube. जिन्होंने नहीं अटेंड किया वो देख सकते हैं आराम से. 2-3 घंटे का क्लास होगा. So in the evening 7:30 or 8, let's make it 8 actually. At 8 p.m. we'll be joining again with the case study of Brazil, and the name of that case study is The Struggle for a More Meaningful Development, the Development History of Brazil. ठीक है, थोड़ा ये चीज सारा चीज थोड़ा पढ़ के बैठे, you can relate it more. Questions यहाँ से आते हैं. Millennium Development Goals से क्वेश्चन आज के डेट में नहीं आते हैं because we are already into Sustainable Development Goals, but still you should be aware कि क्या था, हमने क्या अचीव किया. At least it's already 2021 हो चुका है, तो हमने 15 year over a period of 15 years achievements क्या रहे, and how could India perform on these goals and targets. We can have a tracker also. Clear? So this is all for today, and this makes the end of the chapter particularly. And with this, I can say we'll be taking or we'll be ending the note with a case study on Brazil, where we'll be discussing all the spheres, all the domains that we have talked about in this particular topic. If you have any concern, you can revert back. I'm available in almost all the mediums. Thank you. Have a great day and stay safe. And particularly those who are staying in Bhubaneswar, be absolutely safe, because cases have been rising like anything. As I saw the numbers. So any point there could be a lockdown. So be mentally prepared, be safe particularly. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.